Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. I'd like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. So one of the trips of William Samoei Ruto that, according to me, has been less successful is this trip of the Mount Kenya. This is one of those trips which was hyped, a meeting that involved the Sagana State Lodge meeting, whereby the people in Nyeri were treated to some nyamchom and rice, So that trip has been hyped. In fact, it is a trip that people have said there are so many projects which were commissioned. But again, it is the same trip whereby pundits believe that some of those projects which were launched are projects which Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta had launched before. I want to remind you that the specific area like Nyeri County is an area whereby Rigathi Gachagua hails from. And by default, that is one of those areas whereby it is expected that so many commissioning of projects will be done. So it's for that reason that I stumbled upon a video where the people in Mount Kenya, especially the Nyeri County, were not happy when certain remarks were made. I want to remind you that the kingpin, the de facto kingpin of Mount Kenya is still Uhuru Kenyatta. That is something you can take to the bank. We also understand that Gachagua has been angling towards becoming a kingpin. Over the weekend, we were told that William Ruto was pronounced as the kingpin of Mount Kenya simply because of the crowds that came. There was a video we shared where we talked about people leaving while William Ruto was still talking. That was a message. It didn't have to be people throwing stones or chaos or the like, but the fact there remains that the people could, maybe they had not, whatever they were hearing is not what they expected, and as a result, that's why they had to walk out prematurely. So there is a particular case scenario of Nyeri County whereby inasemekana walitamka kitu kibaya kuhusiana na Uhuru, na hiyo swala halikuingilia watu wengi hawakulifurahia, ilikawabidi wengine watoke, just like what we experienced on the first day of William Ruto's tour of the Mount Kenya, and that was on Saturday, and we did an analysis here, we talked about it. So we saw something akin to that in a tour of the Nyeri County, whereby it appeared that in the crowd there was some kind of commotion, and in that commotion you could tell that ni kama watu walikuwa wameambiwa kitu ambao wasikii. If I could see Wambugu there, there's a video there, check that video. I could see Wambugu in that video, and he literally was somehow laughing or smiling because maybe he had seen something, a mistake that had been done, and that's why the people were deciding to react to it.
Tutakula hapa tena, huyu Simba atakuja kuongea. Lego. Basi, na huyu mama ameniambia anataka tujenge kanisa ya Kangemi hapa chini. PCA. Nitapanga. Wewe mheshimiwa, panga mambo ya hiyo Kangemi. Tutaleta maneno ya Kangemi. Asanteni sana jameni. Tunawapenda sana. Mungu anibariki.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of that move? Si hilo ni ile ishara ambayo tuliongelea Jumamosi kwamba is some kind of rejection, or the people, the best way they can speak to the government is by moving away from the rallies to paint a picture that the people are not happy? Or what do you think that could be symbolizing? I want to remind you that the people in Nyeri County had very high expectations. They had very high expectations in this government. The truth of the matter is that none of that is happening. There is a time there I saw the issue of milk. So let's talk about this issue of milk, because there was something, one of the milk farmers was asked by William Ruto whether they will agree to have milk coolers so that they can just channel their milk to milk coolers, you know, rather than just having them distribute them just like they just channel all their milk to milk cooler. And then that particular farmer never knew that there was something behind the scene. I personally, I could tell that there was something that the head of state was aiming at. Probably it was to regulate easy maziwa the Mount Kenya. Because if you have a cooler, or if you have several coolers, then you mnaleta maziwa mnazieka pale. That means the government will be able to tell how much milk you produce, and you'll be able to be taxed also based on your income from the milk. Currently it's not easy, because kama uko na ng'ombe wako na unaeka ile maziwa na unajiuzia locals, the government is not able to collect taxes from that. But if milk coolers are introduced, then they will channel all the milk to those milk coolers. That way the government will know how much you produce. And that, should that happen, then rest assured, hapa Mount Kenya kutawaka. Mimi hiyo ndio kitu naona, kutawaka kabisa.
Wewe ndio unapima maziwa? Ni cooperative gani? Wakulima ni. So mimi nimeona hapa barabarani, naona wakulima wanatokea mama na hapo wazangu basi wanakuja kutoka okay. So hii wakulima cooperative. So 45. So what are we going to do next? Mungependa kufanya namna gani ndio hii maneno iendelee ya maziwa?
Kwa nasema jana maziwa kutoka lipo kwanza
tusimamishe. Hiyo sasa tunamkwamisha. Mambo ya kuleta poda maziwa kutoka hiyo tusimamishe. Ndio maziwa ile inatumika hapa kwa hiyo ya kuambia hapo.
Kwa sababu sasa wakija hapa soko inakuwa ni hapa.
Yes, ni kidogo. So inakuwa inashindana maziwa ya mkulima na maziwa hii ya poda ya kutoka hiyo. So hiyo kwanza tusimamishe. Mliona jana tulisimamisha wengine
kwa huo uwezo unao. Na huo uwezo.
Alafu sasa katika kwa hii finance bill au watu wanapigia makelele. Tumesema tunaondoa ushuru kwa chakula ya ng'ombe. Ndio chakula ya ng'ombe ipatikane na bei ya chini. Ndio tuongeze mapato ya wakulima. Si ndio? Alafu wewe ungeona ni vipi ndio bei ya
chakula za ng'ombe kwa kima
msio mnangojea sana. Unajua maziwa shakamuliwa. Unataka ipelekwe mahali ya kuwekwa baridi mapema. Ndio isiharibike. Na pia unajua maziwa inatakikana ikiwa fresh. Ndio bei yake iko juu na ndio ile quality yake pia iko. So ndio nimeambia watu hapa
Right now hawajui kama where the government is. The government is aiming at containing this whole issue of distribution ya milk from dairy farmers locally. This distribution, they're trying to contain it, trying to see how they can regulate it so that you produce your milk, then give us your milk. We pay you back upon you giving us. So if you pay you, that means you shall have known how much you get. So the government has to be very, very tricky. And so the government is making that move of having these people fixed. Yani ni kama wamerambwa na haelewi. But it is just a matter of time, because right now the honest reality is that issue ya hustler wanajaribu kuileta, lakini watu ni kama hawataki kusikia story ya hustler. How can you pronounce people or call people hustlers na mafuta imepanda, na stima imepanda, na bei ya bidhaa imepanda, how can they be hustlers anymore then? You're trying to tell them that you must toil to be able to survive. That is a message which this government is sending to those people who are called hustlers. So the Nyeri tour has literally, according to me, backfired. That tour has backfired. And why? It is simply because naona kama ile crowd haikufurahia. Kwa sababu if you look at the commotion, watu wakati ambao watu wanatoka na bado William Ruto anaongea, wanatoka. That is a very strong message. Very, very strong message. Perhaps you can tell us below the comment section what you think about that move from your end, or from your own perspective. And also like to urge you to kindly subscribe to this channel. If you are not subscribed before, give this video a like, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that every time we upload any video, you become the first person to get notified. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm forever grateful for all everybody who's making this channel grow, and thank you so much. So until we catch up again, stay safe, stay blessed.